Welcome back. Well, with us right now is the new president of the Village Library, Eileen Ordway. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Ken.
Welcome. So tell us about yourself and how you became the president. Of course, Pat Hedrick have done it for over 2 years, right?
Yes. My husband and I are natives of Pennsylvania, and we moved to Laguna Woods a little over 3 years ago.
Okay.
One of the first things I did after we got settled was to go volunteer at the library. I'm not a librarian or a teacher, but I love books. I've loved books my entire life. And but in my career, I was in information technology for almost 30 years. And when I started the library, I picked up the catalog system pretty quickly. And before I knew it, I was a shift supervisor on Wednesday morning. And then the end of last year, when Pat indicated that she was ready to step down, I was really honored that she asked me to take her place as the president. I am really, being in the library, surrounded by books, it's a definition of heaven for me.
That's fantastic. Very good. Now, you moved here from Pennsylvania. What
Yes.
brought you out here?
My husband wanted to live here his whole life, but all of our family's back there, so we didn't think about it right away. But then I had to start coming out here for work to the Van Nuys area.
Oh, okay.
And he would come with me sometimes, and then gradually we started to say, okay, this is what we want to do. And when I had to come to San Juan Capistrano for work, this is it. This is the area. We just loved it here.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Very good. So when you first came out here, did you move right here to the village, or did you live somewhere else?
No, this is the first place we lived, but we rented several times,
Okay.
and we actually went all over the state on vacations for several years to find the best area. But we just loved Orange County, and the village was just the perfect move for us at this time. So we love it here.
So let's talk about the book clubs.
Well, before we do that, if you don't mind, I just
okay.
wanted to thank Pat for her
Sure.
service. She's been the president the entire time I've worked at the library, and she has made it a very enjoyable place to work. She has always stressed to us that being friendly and helpful to our patrons is our #1 priority. And there are over 75 people who volunteer at the library, and we are never all in the library at the same time. So making sure that all of us follow the processes and keep things running smoothly is kind of a daunting challenge, but she's done it very well. But I think one of the highlights of her tenure has been to the establishment of the book clubs. Our Vice President, Linda Wida, and Pat started the groups about 1.5 years ago. And 3 nights a month, and we now have over 50 people that come in on those nights to enjoy lively discussions about the books they've chosen. Pat has put in a lot of hard work, and I'm hoping that by my taking her place, I'll give her a few hours more a week to enjoy the other activities and hobbies that she has. So, for the book clubs, 2017, the groups have chosen their new selection of books. And our new pamphlet is, with all the books selected for the year, is now available in the library, so come on in and pick it up. Actually, tonight is the first Monday night of book club of the month, and they've selected Pope Joan, which is a legend about a woman in medieval times whose father insisted that she be educated along with her brothers. And when one of her brothers died, she assumed his identity and rose up to a high power in the Catholic Church. So that should be a good, lively discussion for people. And anyone who's not already in the book club, they're welcome to come and observe. And if they like the dynamic, they're welcome to join.
Very good. How many books do you have this year?
There'll be 36. There's 36 have been chosen.
Okay. And so you pick kind of the books you're interested in? Is that
The
how that
groups
works?
who are in the book club have chosen these. They put in recommendations, and then they voted on them, and these were the choices for the year. So you could come in and know way in advance what it is that the groups will be reading.
Okay, very good.
Okay, but along with that, we are also, Pat and Linda are would like to add a new book club this year. It'll be a special interest group for people who are interested in nonfiction books and mysteries. We don't have a date or a time or any books selected yet, So anybody who's interested would be on the ground floor of those decisions. So if you might be interested in reading, let's say, Bill O'Reilly's Killing the Rising Sun, or maybe some classic mystery authors like Agatha Christie or P.D. James, or even the newer ones like James Patterson, always popular, and Michael Connelly, and you'd be interested, come on into the library, ask the ship supervisor. We have a sign-up sheet, and we'd be happy to start up this new group.
All right, sounds good. And also, you want to mention some new books and DVDs that you have.
Yes, we're getting in new books and new DVDs every week. Some of the popular ones that are in now for movies, we have Sully and Florence Foster Jacobs, which Meryl Streep is in. Danielle Steele's The Mistress, and Stuart Wood's Below the Belt is in. And we have many others that you can find on our catalog, or just come in and ask, and we'll be happy to help people find the new selections.
All right, and are you always looking for people to help out there as well?
Absolutely, absolutely. As I said, I love it there, and I think most of the people who volunteer do. We have the front desk positions, but we also have a back office kind of activities that people can do. We get a lot of donations of hardback and paperback books, and it's always there's always work to do to get them labeled and get them on the shelves. So if you're not interested in being on the front lines, there's the back line positions that we would enjoy having people involved in. Just a couple. Do I have a minute?
Sure, of course you do.
Just a couple of reminders. The Emeriti classes start next week. Parking at Clubhouse 1 is always very tight, but at the library we do have an overflow parking area that's on the other side of the library. We don't know if our patrons always remember that it's there, but so if you have a hard time parking in Clubhouse 1, check that out.
That's right. Yeah, there's that other lot there.
We also have a volunteer who does e-reader training every other Friday. You have to come in and sign up for her time slots. But if you have an Orange County Library card, an Amazon.com account, and of course the e-reader, the Kindle or the Nook, and you'd like some help with learning how to download books for free, she's available to help with that training.
Very good.
And just to finish up, I guess, it's the rainy season, and as you've talked about this morning, rainy day activities like curling up with a good book, or binge watching a TV show like House of Cards or Ray Donovan, or even putting together a complicated jigsaw puzzle. All those activities are available for takeout at the library. So on your way to get your milk and bread, stop at the library and pick up some entertainment supplies.
All right, very
good.
Eileen, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much,
I know
Ken.
we'll see you next month, right?
Yes, you will.
All right, and the number over there is 597-4274. And as Eileen said, all the different things they have, but they can always use your help and some volunteers over there, so you can use that number to call and find out about that as well. Good to see you.
Thank you very much, Ken.
We'll be right back.